Hello there.
Hey Tidders, how you doing? Oh no. Excuse me. Where's the thing gone? My brain is all over fucking place tonight. There we go. This is the place where I post the thing. Sorted. Well, I'm glad to hear things have gone better today. And yeah, today has gone better for me as well, but I'm still pretty rough after whatever the fuck this week was. Hey RNG, how you doing? Yeah. I'm feeling a lot better now though. Thankfully. And my lap's nice and warm because of the dog. I know you can't see him at the minute. Hey Rocket, how you doing? Mike, I've got a pressure headache at the minute because of the impending rain. But I'll be able to cope with that, I think. Are you comfortable, Porthos? Hey, Kian, how you doing? Should probably start the giveaway, shouldn't I? I always forget. I always forget something. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, no, the quick saves live elsewhere. Vaccine is making my joints hurt. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Kian. Well, I hope the joint discomfort goes away soon. Okay, so...
No, silly.
This is where we were.
Your spirit, your hopes and dreams, your life's passions. I can even help you find romance.
Is there a specific reason for that, Tidders? Have I missed something? It's just happened to be a code that I had in my list of codes going spare. Not actually played much of New Vegas myself either, got to admit. I own it, but it punished me for going off the beaten path, and I went, you know what, fuck you. Ah, I see. I did not know that. Yeah, I played it a little bit, but I have this thing with Bethesda games where I do the bit at the beginning that you have to do, and then I go, fuck you, plot! I'm making my own story, and fuck off. And Fallout New Vegas does not reward players that do that. Well, they do, if you consider a reward a death claw. Which, personally, I don't. Not that early in the game. Yeah. So I've never actually gone back to it. I probably should give it another shot at some point. But yeah. Toying with the idea of going back to Skyrim at some point. Especially with the announcement yesterday. Yeah, I don't do well with being told what to do, Tidders. So, environmental railroading and me, not good chums. I could do Kian. No, really? Me? Problem with authority? Nah, couldn't be. Romance? Seriously? Seriously! Often you can find your soulmate and your dream job in the same place. But if you'd rather focus on gainful employment for now, that's fine too. Workplace dating. Well, that's a recipe for disaster. And hitting on co-workers right from day one can be kind of awkward. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right out of the gate? Never get a second chance to make a first impression. If I meet the right person, why put it off? How do I want to handle this new opportunity? Oh, oh, oh! Decisions. What do we think, folks? I mean, I know what I'd go for, but I want to play this with all of you, not just play it by myself and you poor sods watch, you know? Do we want to be open to it? Do we want to stay focused? Or do we want to go no romance, just friendships? Because that is I'm so glad they put that as an option. That's great, that is. Sorry, I'm very happy to be seeing dating sims where there is an option to not date people. Because hi there, Catnip. Yeah, it is. It's nice to be able to pick. I'm not ace or aromantic myself, but I know people who are, and having the option to play a game like this comfortably and as yourself is nice. Like, the fact that it's got fucking pronoun options is great as well. It's nice to see that dating sims are moving forward with the times, as it were. I don't know how relationships work, I stay away from people. That's fair, Kian. Okay, so it looks like everybody's basically gone for number one. So we'll go romance with flirty first impressions. But I am so pleased that they've put a platonic option in the game. That is great. Gold stars, folks. I think I'm mature enough to juggle both at once. Why not? I've never said that. Super! And remember, the choice is yours. If you're not comfortable with other people, stay professional. Fucking mood, tidders. Believe me, the way that Slow and I got together was not anything like in a movie or anything like that. It was fucking bumbly and dim-witted as all fuck. And required an awful lot of assistance from our friends. I think he just ominously chuckled from the other room as well. That was deeply unsettling. Now, let's get started. To finish analysing your personal history, please authorise me to read your social media feeds and personal information metadata. Fuck no. I don't know you. Aha! I knew it. This is some kind of scam. I'm gonna wake up in a bathtub of ice missing a kidney. I mean, you can have them if you want, they don't work properly. Sure, I can help you register as an organ donor. Yep. What are you doing, Porthos? What are you doing? Hi, Bubby. I'm gonna use my arm as a pillow. Yeah, there we go. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. Yes, you're the baby. He's looking at me like, don't patronise me. Oh. Oh! Thank you, Tidders and Torpor, for the scritches for Porthos. I'd give him treats, but he's blocking my path to the treat jar. Oh, no kisses. No kisses. I know where that tongue's been. No, stop it. Ah!
Bad command or file name?
Oh, you were being sarcastic. Sorry, I haven't quite finished analysing your personality. I couldn't tell. Porthos, do you mind? Thank you. Chief, I need you to authorize me to read your social media and personal metadata. Fuck no. Yeah, exactly. Relax. I won't share your information with any third parties. This is strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I authorized? I'm a little bit pleased that they snuck a little bit of the GDPR in there. I mean, it does feel kind of like doing work when I'm off duty, but you know what I mean. Oh, Christ. Hurry up and rain already, you're fucking up my face. Oh, ugh. Sorry, folks. I'm gonna ask you to teach them how to click I am not a robot next, I bet. Yeah. What's an app without a captcha? Another wonderful Juniper recommendation here. Just like the 17 self-help books on my shelf. Still, 18th time's the charm, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Please enjoy this
Analyzing. Your call is important to us. Please hold the line. Danger, Mr. Robinson. Danger! Infosec bad touch. Hey, Mod Hell, how you doing? Everyone enjoying the music? Porthos isn't. This doesn't sound tinny or degraded enough for hold music. Very fucking true. I had to phone the TV licensing, whatever the A stands for, agency, authority. Arse pieces. The other day, and oh my god, so much static, so much tin. Wasn't even good music. So really sort of, we're hopeful and cheerful for a brighter future while everything is burning around you. Don't look outside kind of music. So, do I just stand here, or...?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for waiting. I've identified your dream job and have arranged an interview. 30 minutes from now. Did you think about travel time? Nails on a chalkboard would be more suitable for them. Yes, Kian. Local NHS branch is more tuneless noise than music. Yeah, ours is like that as well. Please put on some nice clothes. Nicer than those. Please. I don't think that's too much to ask. Okay, so I've got to get changed and travel there in 30 minutes. Iris, you're bad at this. I need at least 15 minutes to panic first. Hey, Hans. I'm doing much better, thank you. How are you doing today? Oh my god, Mod Hell, that would make so much sense. Hello there, Two Flower. Welcome to the stream. What? For your interview, silly. You want to look your best. But we just... How? Okay. How did you land my dream job in 20 seconds flat? Simple. I'm awesome like that. And yet you can't give me a bit more prep time before the interview so I can, like, research the place and get ready and, you know, brick it for a bit. I have no idea what City Hunter is, but I'm sorry to hear that you're feeling a bit spoonless, and I hope you feel better soon. Now, get a move on, tut-tut. You need to catch the 8:20 AM bus. And that's 9 minutes away. I'm supposed to get changed in 9 minutes? Into interview clothes? Interview clothes take ages to put on. Iris, you're pushing me here. Well, this is happening. But I do have a chance to get off this runaway train. Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. This is 8 AM. How are we functional? I mean, to be fair, I've just about had my coffee at 8 AM at the minute. Oh, Penguin. Hello, Penguin. Could delete the app and go find a real job. That'd be the safest option. I could. I say reject Iris and embrace mediocrity. I mean, I'm tempted. What do we think, folks? Do we do what our new robot overlord tells us, or do we just slum it? Do it. Stop. Please just stop. Oh, cool hands. Didn't know that. Hit escape and save first. Thank you for the tip, Two Flower. We'll save there. Why not? Okay, let's see what happens if we rebel. Definitely not mod hell. Robot Overlord did ask nicely, which is better than our usual Overlords. That's very true. But we've had a few people tell me to stop, so let's tempt fate. Iris cares about my spirit. I care about my bank account. If there's food on the plate, who cares if I'm happy and content? Oh, fuck. Ouch. Okay, I said that for a few years and regretted it. And then I got a new job that paid more and was nicer. You can do both. Wait. Pack it in. Hey, Grox, how you doing? Oi! Oi! Nearly bit me chin then. Yes, I know, you're lovely and cute and smelly. Please stop. Thank you. Who cares if I'm happy? Oh no. Oh no. I care. Damn it, I do. I care. I'm tired. I'm so tired of this. I need change. Yeah, who needs Snappy the Crocodile when you've got Snappy the Porthos? A normal person, someone with high standards, would have deleted the app right there rather than hop a bus to meet up with what were very likely men with sharp knives and a taste for kidneys. Hey guys, the Tans, how you doing? But me, I was already getting dressed before she'd finished that sentence. It's not that I believed the silly app's claims that serving my hopes and dreams on a silver platter. Honestly, I expected another shoe shop job at best. But, well... Trust the science! Oh wow, that's an existential crisis waiting to happen right there. What the hell? Let's do this. Juniper's right. I need to get my life in gear. So what's the harm in diving into something this wacky? Well. Okay. There could be a lot of harm. Good. We're on the same page, me. Good. But the alternative is to mope around our apartment for weeks, then, ye gads, go get a job anyway. So I thought, screw it. I'm on this runaway train. Let's see how far it goes. And as I came to realise, weeks later, turns out that was the best impulsive decision I've ever made. Wow, I wish my impulsive decisions went this well. The bus drops me off. Oddly enough, not very far from Juniper's office building, although my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that. This is, well, it's a strip mall. Strip malls are the relics of the 19XXs. Places where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into as tight of a space as possible. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore called The Whole Story. An arcade, a fast food joint. Ah, yes, I remember those 1915 strip malls. And a boarded up health spa once called Lattes and Enemas. Lattes and Enemas, which sounds...
What's this?
Oh! Oh, is it sleepy time again now, Porthos? Okay, you sleep then. That's fine. But you're gonna have to, like, put more of your body weight over here so you don't fall off of me. Gadzooks! I've besmirched my strip mall honour.
Hey, listen.
Oh yeah, I forgot she does that. What do you think? I think that's two things no human being should ever combine. No, I mean about your future place of work. I'm desperately hoping we're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these businesses exactly am I working at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or old books. Oh, I know things about old books. And I'd rather not be a fry cook. That's fair. I've never been a fry cook, but I did used to work in Greg's. That was an experience. The one in the middle, silly! What, behind the arcade? It is the arcade! Huh. Trust me on this. I referenced and cross-referenced and cross-cross-referenced your personality details, personal history, and social media connections. This is your dream job. My dream job? Really?
99.97%.
With 99.97% accuracy, yes! I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big business in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers are celebs, 5-star arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream. But, well, restaurants are popular too, right? And for everybody who opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef, a dozen more shut down in failure. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold, and sure, those who make it can secure fame and fortune, but those who don't, well... No wonder Iris sees this as a dream job. Video games weren't always this popular though. I read an interesting article about it once. Back in the year 1980X, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash, which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad, like hula hoops. No mainstream acceptance. Hey, we're getting a history lesson! I mean, I know all this shit already, but... For instance, one of the factors could have been a terrible game based on a kids' movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home. Gee, I wonder what that could be. That game. It's fucking awful. I played it at a retro games convention once, and I can see why it's a thing. Shots fired. Hula hoops aren't a fad, though personally I prefer quavers. Well done, Tidders. Well done. Quavers are better. If this game was complete poop butts, like poop from a butt, and massively overproduced, it had ruined video games for years. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed. That game was delayed until it could be developed properly. Oh, alternative history! And the crash was averted. The crisis only exists in theory now. We're in an alternate dimension. The game that nearly killed the industry. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't the only one, but it was kind of... It was the peak. It was the rise before the fall, if you know what I mean. Like, one good game could save the crash. Indeed, Hans. It was a massive melting pot of things that resulted in the video games crash of the 80s. But E.T. is the thing that people remember, because it got buried in the fucking desert. E.T. sucked, but the Master System had one based on Alf. Could have referred to that, doubt it, but yeah, exactly. The thing is, there were a lot of games that came out around that time that fucking sucked. Like, the Ghostbusters tie-in game for the Atari 2600 is almost as bad as E.T. Trust me on this one, I would never, ever let anybody play it. I still own it, but But I'm loving this. This is what happens when Loki brings back the multiverse. Fuck yeah, Two Flower. Love a bit of Loki. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like for people in the darkest timeline, where everything went wrong, and now I'm immediately thinking about Community and everybody in the darkest timeline having, like, evil person mustaches. Are gamers considered nerds and outcasts? Are arcades vanishing points of nostalgia? No, I haven't Geistertanz. I would actually quite like to. I've heard mixed things about it, but I'm willing to go into it with an open mind. The mind boggles. It does. But make no mistake, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run at it, only to come up short. Laughs in DMC2. Fair, Rocket, fair. Oh, ouch. Thanks, Porthos. Just kicking me there. Yeah, arcades were, and in some places still are. We actually have a local arcade. It's got bugger all in it now. But, yeah, arcades were locations you could go to play video games and, like, fairground-type games. So, like, penny drops and stuff like that. You know, if you've ever been to the seaside, they have, like, claw machines and penny drops and stuff like that on the water's edge. They're arcades. But back in the 80s and in the early 90s and even in the early 2000s, there were a lot of other things, like Super Monkey Ball was an arcade game, Time Splitters, House of the Dead. Oh, really, Tidders? Fair enough. I don't think I've ever been to a beach, like a seaside area, that hasn't had at least one arcade. That's weird. Yeah, exactly, Rocket. It's just a thing. But yeah, back in the 80s and the 90s, and a little bit in the early 2000s, you could play all sorts of different games in arcades. That was where I got my first crack at Street Fighter back when I was a kid. Was the arcade of our local... they had like a mini arcade in our local kids' after-school centre. Back when the education system was well funded. Sort of. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. You know, you could take your pocket money or whatever change you'd managed to get from your paper round or whatever and just go play video games with your mates for a few hours, even if you weren't one of the like rich families that could own a console at home. It's nice. I'm not like totally nostalgic for that particular era or anything. No, certainly not. Actually, before I carry on, here's one for you. When Slow and I got engaged, because we couldn't afford to go anywhere to celebrate, we went to the local arcade and I kicked his arse at air hockey for about 20 minutes, and then he said he was never going to play me at air hockey ever again, so we did something else. But that was nice. I think we played House of the Dead while we were there as well, because I think they've still got the House of the Dead machine at our local. Yeah, you do, guys, Titans, but there's something just really nice about playing games like Street Fighter on a proper arcade machine, I think. Oh yeah, the racing games are always good as well. There was a Batman racing game at our local for a while. I don't know if it's still there. Considering Iris was tasked with getting me a job I'd enjoy and could keep for more than a few months, this left me a bit confused. Welcome back, Tidders. Iris, this isn't me saying no. It's an interesting prospect, but... I mean, are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure.
99.97%.
99.97% sure. Won't this be like my lifeguard job though? Satisfying but short-lived. This arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. There's no Deco's place. Palace even. That's for sure. Batman racing game, played it for nearly a week on vacation in Centre Parks. Really? That's brilliant. But yeah, if you ever happen to stumble upon an arcade, Tidders, it's well worth at least going inside and getting a feel for the atmosphere in there. Because even if you don't spend any money on anything in there, there's just a vibe in those places. It's really weird and it's really difficult to explain. But they've kind of... It's kind of like they're in a pocket of time all of their own. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in, well, it's 11 years for me since I last went in an arcade. Hint to backstory. 15 years. Huh. I remember really enjoying arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them. Iris interrupts that thought, eager to show off her homework.
My sources say yes.
Trust me, when I said I was 99.97% sure, I meant it. That's not some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but my math is deadly serious. Deadly serious. My code has made me to be the warm, personable front of a database array that's currently laser targeted on getting you exactly what you need. Right here, right now. And when this place inevitably collapses and I lose my dream job, what makes you think that's going to happen? Because it does. It always does. I don't think your database accounts for my family curse. We've always had to, I don't know, compromise, settle, because things rarely work out. Fucking hell, game. You're hitting me where it hurts today. It really is, isn't it, Two Flower? It's a shame. Arcades have that weird timelessness that casinos, hotel lobbies, etc. also share, but with more bleeps and bloops and noisy music. Yes, very true, Monhell. And prizes. the arcade spirits drove them away. Oh, fucking hell, Tidders. Well done. Bravo, you earned that one. It's not a family curse unless you count the entirety of humanity as your family. Fair point. Well made. You always have to be ready for the worst. That's why I take things in stride these days. Fair. That's fair, Two-Flower. Does that mean you shouldn't even try? I open my mouth to protest, and then close it. As often as my life tends to crumble out from under me, it's not like she was wrong. I still had to try. I mean, what the hell? Why not? Buy the ticket, take the ride. That's what I told myself when I walked out the door this morning, wasn't it? No matter how risky, I owed it to myself to jump in with both feet. Oh, I'm sorry, Cypher. How are you doing? And I hope your dinner was nice. And when it all came crashing down, well, I'd recovered before, I'd recover again. I'm slightly unsettled by the way in which this character is talking because I'm beginning to wonder if somebody's been watching me. Is my office bugged? Meanwhile, may as well take the opportunity in front of me. Forgot to do my intro. I'm one of the writers for this game. Thank you for playing. Oh gosh! Well, thank you very much for writing a bloomin' brilliant game so far. I'm quite enjoying it. Please ignore the hidden cameras in your office. Oh, bravo! Yeah, and thank you very much for popping into my stream. I really appreciate that. It's very, very well written so far. I'm quite enjoying it. Hey, Longfang, how you doing? So, I opted to push on through those doors and see what waited for me on the other side. Here goes nothing. The air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze. Oh, yeah, I could do with that right now. I'll turn the fan on later. Albeit one smelling of copper and corn chips. As it's early in the morning on a weekday, it's not too packed with gamers. Although it's so packed with games, I'd probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. You see, this is what I miss. I miss when arcades look like this. I live trying to get my head together and all that. I hope you're doing okay, mate. Also, the urge to do the I live in the Sinistar voice was very strong then, so well done. Oh my, Modhail! At once, I'm struck by something odd. I actually recognise most of these games. Are you comfortable, sweetheart? Yeah? Good, go back to sleep. Neat! Considering I haven't walked into an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here, from the looks of it. Really old. Thank you for the scritches for Porthos, Cypher. A fucking Time Splitters arcade cabinet. It is legally distinct Time Splitters, yes. There are references to several video games in this, from what I understand. Because there's a disclaimer at the beginning of the game that's just like, don't sue us. As you have to do, sadly. The disclaimer, not the suing. Please don't sue. And obviously we've got a DDR machine here. Fast Cars 5. What else have we got? Snack Runner. Wicked. Yeah, that makes sense too, Flower. I mean, it sucks, but it does make sense. Yes, I mean a Showtime stage cabinet. Daft as it may sound, this whole thing just makes me so happy. Although I don't recognise that game with the stage lights and things. Maybe it's karaoke? Or dancing? A Japanese import?
My sources say yes.
Checking! That would be a Showtime stage, a collaboration of Nihana Heavy Industry Concern and Hubris Records in Germany. It's won a lot of awards. Huh. I recognise most of these. Whoa, is that seriously a Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze? But the one in the middle with the split screens is new to me. Fist of Discomfort, a hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat-em-up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of the esports scene for the last 8 years. Two genres I was utterly lousy at, last time I checked. It literally me. And over here is an old lady. When I grow up, I want to be that cool. Look at her earrings. She's got Pac-Man earrings. Actually, I have Pac-Man earrings. Are they on the shelf? They might be on the shelf. I can't reach them. The dog's in the way. I guess so, Hans. Yeah. Fist of Discomfort with rejection. Oh my god, Cypher, well done. That was awful. Oh, Modtail, you sweetie. Sorry, ma'am. I was just talking to myself and had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't think she even registered me calling her old. She looks up from her knitting, seated behind the ticket prize redemption desk, and offers a wrinkly smile.
Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex.
The what?
Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear? Well, I chose to knock off the first two words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980. Now it's just the Funplex, I suppose. So, how can I help you, dear?
Is that when you suplex a clown? Wicked. Love it. Oh my, Kian. Oh shoot, I was supposed to get a George Takei Oh my ready for this stream. I completely forgot. I'll have to do that afterwards. A genie in my phone set up a job interview for me. I'm not insane, I promise. The urge is to make a joke. Oh jeez. Hey Cyborg, how you doing, friend? And thank you for the 69 bits. Nice. Fuck it. Is that when you suplex a clown? Yes, I've heard that one before, dear. Considering we've been open since 1970. Boop. I've heard them all. Seeing as I know it's a boop now. But it's still nice to see young people with a good sense of humour. And it's nice of you to try and cheer an old lady up. Yes, I heard you call me an old lady. Fuck. This interview's going great. Well, it is a factual statement, isn't it? No insult taken, dear.
Please call me Francine. As in Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it?
Ruh-roh.
Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband.
Yeah, I know, it sucks, doesn't it, Hans? Because obviously the answer is, I want the money. But you're not allowed to say that, because apparently it's bad form. Though I did, for one job interview, say, because I will be good at it, and I want the money, and apparently that was okay. Oh, fucking mood, Cypher. She's like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Not here.
Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago.
Aww. Thank you for rounding out the bits. That was very sweet of you, Cyborg. Got lumbered with Chud Lightyear and the Doi Wonder today. Oh no. Oh shit. Well, I guess they get their comeuppance then. In a shallow, unmarked grave. Yeah, that's about right. It's all I deserve. I'm sorry to hear that.
No, don't be. He died doing what he loved.
Good lord!
Intensely physical relations with me.
I was not expecting that. Welcome back, Tidders. That was very well-timed return. Oh my! Francine, you're lovely. You've got amazing fashion sense. You're very cool, but you're being a little bit familiar with me. I've only just met you. My. I mean, good on you, but whoa. This is an interesting first conversation. Yeah, you got back just in time, Tidders. That's information I needed to know. Yes. And you are? Tan Hobbs, ma'am. Came here looking for a job. I understand my interview was, pre-arranged? Yes, the computer did send me a mail about that. I'd almost forgotten. So, shall we retire to the office to conduct your interview? I'd carry on out here, but it's rather noisy, isn't it? Yeah, about that. How do you deal with the constant noise anyway? Time to back out of the interview. The lady is clearly not one for personal boundaries. I mean, seriously, I'm pleased for her. It's great that she's, she feels free enough to be able to talk about things like that unimpeded and, like, old people have sex. It's a thing, okay? And it's not weird or gross or wrong. It's a thing that happens. I just don't expect to have that conversation right before going into an interview. Oh wow, Cyborg. Well, Chud there sounds like a real team player, and definitely not a total piece of work. Good on you, mate. Exactly, Mod Hale. Look at her, she's so proud of herself. Well, she owns a fucking arcade. I'd be proud of myself if I owned an arcade too. Oh, eventually you just sort of learn how to filter out all the beeps and boops. It can take weeks to become acclimated, I've found, but in the end... Done. That's deeply unsettling. She quirks an eyebrow. Well now, that's faster than the others. Not bad. And phased out. Yeah. I wish I could do that. Make my tinnitus not a problem at all. That'd be amazing. So, shall we see what you're made of? This way, please. Penguin there, baby. It's a terrible pun, but it's so cute. I can't be mad at it. Francine leads me down a back hallway, past public restrooms, and into a door marked Employees Only. I want that poster. Yeah, me too, Cypher. It's adorable. It takes all my restraint not to point out the extraneous apostrophe. Shit, it is me. Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I'd suggest we do this in Gavin's office, but it's a bit too untidy. I don't blame the boy. He's been so overworked lately. Please have a seat and we'll begin. As quirky as this place and its owner may be, at least I'm confident that I can nail the interview portion of the proceedings. Okay, no, it's no longer me. I'm terrified in interviews. Like, I can nail the application, but the, like, talking to people bit? Some people find me intimidating. That doesn't go down well during interviews. Oh, tidders. I've interviewed for 12 jobs and held down 3. I know all the standard questions. Imagine talking to strangers. Hides under bed. Yeah. Ugh. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once, I even had to describe how to assemble a Lego set to prove my communication skills. Considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why, but... yeah. The interview process for Greg's was fucking rigorous, would you believe? But they gave me the job because I had past cleaning experience. What was the fucking point in dragging me into an all-day training interview? Stranger under the bed. Hello. Nice one, guys. Eek. That'll haunt me. The point is, I'm confident, prepared, ready, strong.
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Okay, role reversal. I have conducted interviews before, and these are the kind of questions I ask. The look of fear in one guy's face when I asked him if he could have any superpower, what would it be and why? Because he was expecting normal interview questions and then I fucking turned up. That was a good day. What?
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Fucking love this game. Right, okay. Maybe this wouldn't be a typical job interview after all. No problem, go with the flow. Let's do this. Aww. My choice isn't on there. It's not every day you get interviewed by a chaos-powered anthropomorphic trash panda. Fuck yeah. I mean, it could be if you wanted, but you'd hate it. Okay, folks. What do we want to be? My father-in-law would ask questions like this. I would probably get on with your father-in-law then. Flappy boy. Wow, guys. Spooky. Brontosaurus, who also enjoys a good roast T-Rex. Okay. We've had... Counting them up. 2 for pterodactyl. Why are we being interviewed by an elderly snipe? To be fair, she does have a fair bit of snipe energy, doesn't she? Two Bronto, a T-Rex. Okay, so it's a tie between pterodactyl and Brontosaurus. Oh shit, no, okay. It's Brontosaurus it is then. Brontosaurus, big dude, enjoys salad. And now I'm thinking about the raptor rap from Mrs. Doubtfire. I've always liked Brontosauruses. If you're gonna go dino, go big or go home. Not really a brutal meat eater. You know, Mod Hell, I think you might be right there. And that's... I'm not sure if that's really fucking cool, or really unsettling, or both. Both? Both is good. The answer is yes. The answer is indeed yes to your question there, Kian. Oh dear, yep. Indeed. Nothing says self-starting go-getter looking for a dynamic job position quite like a 16-ton slow-moving lump of meat. Oh shit, it is me. Right. Maybe I should have gone with raptor. Everybody likes raptors. I would have gone with raptor, 'cause raptor.
What's your favorite snack?
You're gonna make me choose? Snack? If this was a favourite food question, I'd have this down easy. It's tacos. Always tacos, but snacks? Tacos are really good.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
Iris, now is not the time for advertisements. Please save your shilling for after my interview. Pizza bagels! Say pizza bagels. When pizza's on a bagel, you can have... Hush you. Quiet you. Come now, dear. I don't have all day. After giving it a good thought, well, how could I forget my favourite snack? Tacos are also my favourite snack. I am a bit of a vending machine goblin, so... I'm not picky, really. Whatever calls for me most is what I choose, whether it's Flamin' Hot Cheetos or gummy bears. Gummy bears. Nope, stay focused. Very interesting. I see you go with the flow. A team player. It's kind of my thing. You know what they say. You are what you eat. I'm a gummy bear? Oh no. Next question. Nothing I prepared for has helped me plan for this odd interview. Oh, so this is how that guy felt when I interviewed him. All that planning out the window. I brace myself for the next one. Thank you, Cypher, I think. Elon Musk unveiled a robot today. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Looks like a knob in spandex. Damn. I have not seen this thing. I do not wish to see this thing. This is one of the darker timelines, isn't it?
What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse?
I can grow potatoes. Does that count? Is this interview for real or is this a dream? Oh dear, Geist. So look into Francine's deadpan expression. I know she's 130% serious. Revealed plans to build a robot at some point. Oh, he's just progressing down the path of becoming Hank Scorpio, isn't he? I like that one. I mean, I can do really shoddy carpentry, I say looking at the door I hung. But that's not really engineering. I am good at tech support though. More like a Tron cosplayer. Oh, poor Tron! At this point, Hans, isn't everywhere in Europe just full of English people? And all I can do is apologise for that, for the record. My zombie apocalypse skills would be carpentry, counselling, and being a right shit with a mean streak. Yeah, that works. I think I'm gonna go medical, 'cause I can do first aid. Medical, definitely. In a world without lawyers, I'm sure I could do a reasonable job. Has anybody seen my keys? But seriously, I did have to take a first aid class when I worked at previous jobs. And CPR lessons. I have done CPR lessons. I never want to actually have to put them to use, though, I've got to admit. That's a great point. Doctors and nurses will all be exposed and to an assorted patient's heroes, and it will be the first ones to be eaten. People with any medical knowledge will be in high demand and could be the difference between your party living and dying slowly. I like her. She's cheerful. And painfully. I really like her. One more thing.
Why are you here?
You know, I ask myself that every day, Francine. If you come up with an answer for me, please do let me know. The question is so simple and almost actually relevant to career planning that takes me off guard. I told you, I came about the job offer.
You're seeking a job, true? but that doesn't really answer my question.
Too spiteful to die yet. Fair.
No doubt. You think my interview questions are a bit silly, but
They're out of the left field, but I think they're kind of fun.
There's more than a collection of tasks and people to perform those tasks. Most folks my age opening arcades at that time saw it as just another way to make a quick buck. But
Yeah, she is very, very well written. I'm quite enjoying talking with her, put it that way. And yes, Two Flower, if you're still knocking about, you and your fellow writers have done an absolutely bang-up job.
well, I saw it as something else. Something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters.
We need more people like this in the real world. I'm working on it, Modhale. I'm working on it.
And I expect you'll find the others working here see it as something more too.
She is wonderful. And I can see her easily being the glue that holds the community around the arcade together. She's fab. She's got that kind of, like, wacky auntie vibe. And, you know, who doesn't love a wacky auntie?
Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie. And for my friends, it lies within the funplex.
I'm also getting a little bit like Dame Maggie Smith if she was a gamer. Which is really cool. I like that. And that is partly down to the VA, but yeah, I guess so.
Now, if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But the last fellow in your position, that's all
True.
he wanted. And he didn't last long.
Oh shit, I totally forgot about that cyborg. Holy crap. Like, okay. Breaking away from the game for a second. As an only child, I was never going to be a pibbling. So being a pibbling to somebody is nice. I've got to admit. The nice thing about aunts and uncles and pibblings, if you love kids, you can give them back at the end of the day. Pibbling, parent sibling, Modhale, is the gender neutral term for aunts and uncles, which a NB friend of mine taught me after their sibling had their first child. It's nice, isn't it? Pibbling. It's cute. And nieces and nephews, the gender neutral term is nibbling, which is even cuter. Fair enough, guys. That's fab. Oh, you okay, Porthos? Big cough. The baby stirs. Oh my god, that sounds amazing, Cyborg. I mean, I knew that Vin Diesel was a massive D&D nerd. But I didn't know that Judi Dench had played with them as well. And it doesn't surprise me that Carl Urban's at the very least willing to play D&D. He strikes me as quite a nerdy guy too. In a good way, you know. Oh, thank you for the scritches for Porthos, Cyborg. Same, Modhale. Vin Diesel introduced her to it. That's really cool. Yeah, no worries, Tidders.
So I ask you again. Why are you here?
To be honest, I didn't have a better answer than why not. Buy the ticket, take the ride. That's what I told myself. But that wouldn't cut it here. I needed to actually think this through. It's a funplex. A plex of fun. A single plex of fun. A phone app sent me. Confused silence. The track on repeat in my brain. Thanks, Tidders. I am one of the people that doesn't want to be spoiled, because I haven't done quite everything yet for the current season. I'm still working on getting my title, because I need that Splicer title. Yeah, I'm thinking of going for I'm looking for hope. You want another Fury Road movie, I see. Yeah, do you want another Fury Road? Because that's how you get another Fury Road. Which is not a bad thing. 5 for anyone around me when I go off on one. Oh! Oh! Bye, Porthos! Oh, little mate. Are you sleepy? He's just sort of flopped off of the chair and he's not fully off of it. I don't know if you can see. You can just sort of see his butt there, look. He's just like, I could finish getting off of the chair. I can't be bothered. Big baby. Go on. If you're getting down, get down. Good boy. Right. And now I can get comfy again. Ha ha. Okay. I'm looking for hope. Understand I'm not whining or looking for pity, but my life has been a complete mess for over a decade. In and out of jobs, taking what I can get, settling, compromising. I gave up on hoping for something better a long time ago. But, well, the people in my life who are close to me keep encouraging me to try and chase my dreams. That's why I'm here. I'm looking for the answer to your question. But I won't be daydreaming all the time, I promise. In my last job, I was a lifeguard. It takes a lot of focus. I'll be just as attentive in helping your, funplex. That perks her attention. Oh my, a rather serious occupation, that. And an unusual step from such troubled waters to a land of make-believe. You enjoyed this role as a lifeguard, I take it? Yes, ma'am. My roommate says she often noticed me smiling after coming home from work. Which makes Francine smile in turn. Can't say I can offer a role with such high stakes, but you'd be surprised at the many ways one can save a life, even here. Very well. I'm satisfied. Let's get you to work. I breathe easier at that. Probably the weirdest job interview I've ever had, to be sure. And yet, it felt appropriate. Like it was about far more than just filling a slot on the payroll. Francine leads me back to the arcade floor to introduce me to my duties. It only occurs to me now that I forgot to ask exactly what duties this mystery job I'd accepted really involved. Really, Cyborg? That's nuts. I've only seen the first one. Yeah, that was really cute, guys. Henry Cavill's really sweet, from what I've seen. Dear employers, please outline the duties and expectations you have for new hires. If you do not, I wish the plague upon you. And don't make up bullshit stuff either. Like, the worst thing about applying for jobs is looking at the job spec that they put online and none of it making any sense because it's just rubbish. It's rubbish to tick a HR checkbox, you know? Why? Just tell people what you're going to be what they're going to be doing if they get the job. Just be honest. It's not hard. Francine gestures to the seat she was occupying previously. A stool behind the prize desk.
Oh, how marvellous.
Welcome to your new position, Tan. Sitting here, you mean? Sitting here and helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes. I mean, that's a good start. The only movie I like the car chase in is Condor Man. My favourite car chase scene, it's more like the whole fucking movie to be fair, is Baby Driver. I really like Baby Driver. I know a lot of people have opinions about it, but I have a soft spot for the seamless use of music in combination with the imagery. And that is basically what Baby Driver's about. It's basically a really long music video with the occasional bit of talking. I kind of love that. I glance at the wide array of pencil toppers, rubber spiders, and tiny plastic toy cars on display. Well, for prizes, at any rate. Such a relief. I'd really been stretching myself thin lately trying to fill in since the position was vacated. If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting? That's fair, Tidders. The Blues Brothers is a really good film. Oh, that's fair, Cyborg. Big hugs. Oh, yeah, Hans, that's bullshit as well. I've had that happen to me a number of times. Oh, yeah, good choice, Grox. Curl up and die, Salon. Yep. Something about being so bored out of his mind that he felt like jamming one of those 500 ticket plush dolls down someone's throat. Wow. Wow. Poor dear. Just wasn't cut out for this line of work. Grandson or no, I've no patience for such nonsense. Yes, Francine! Yes, Torpor. Yes, I do. Seen as that is basically what it is. There's a really, really good... I can't remember who did it now. There's a really good sort of chronicling of the history of everything that Edgar Wright has done on YouTube, and it's well worth a watch. I'll see if I can find it and I'll drop you a link to it if you want. It's good. It's very interesting. I'm sorry, the last person to work this desk was your grandson? Anyway, Gavin should be by soon. He'll handle paperwork and all that administrative nonsense. Now, if you don't mind, all this talking's tired me out some. I'll be in the back office if you need me. It me? Well, but taller and skinnier and happier. Okay then. I adjusted my seating on the semi-comfortable stool, leaning against the desk. Beneath me, a wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention. Could have lost hope then and there that this job would be even slightly more engaging than being a diner dishwasher, but chose to look on the positive side. I'd be helping kids obtain toys that would become nostalgic memories for years to come. Right? I know one person that will try to get all the tickets for the big plushies. Yeah, funnily enough, Grok, so do I. Hey, P. Any minute now. Yeah, that's fair. I crave the sweet embrace of death. Been sitting here for 2 hours now and nobody's walked up to obtain a novelty Funplex shot glass or a coloured pencil set or a light up yo-yo. You've not got enough room. Go on then. Lunchtime's approaching, and so far the only people walking in and out of the arcade are a few stray adults who have no interest in cheap friendship bracelets. Ha, me whilst working in bingo. Yeah, that's fair, Cypher. Thankfully, my first customer of the day arrives before I start wondering if one of those 500 ticket plushies could really fit down someone's throat. Or maybe not. Nope. Just walking right on by me, his head buried in reading some sort of spreadsheet off his tablet. Was he here to play? Doesn't seem like the typical businessman on a break, or unwashed and unemployed game aficionado. In fact... Okay, we only got a brief glimpse of him, but what are we thinking? Are we going to get thirsty straight off the bat? I mean, with enough force, indeed, Cypher. I know where my loyalties lie on this one, but I've met some of the characters already. He's no Carl Urban. Okay, it looks like we've got majority Snappy Dresser. Most guys I know are content to toss on a t-shirt and jeans, not this guy. Even in an arcade, he's sharp like a linoleum knife. Is that a knife for linoleum, or a knife made of linoleum? In fact, that rather pointed look he's offering me after doubling back is rather linoleum knifey too. I feel called out. I do like his waistcoat. I want a waistcoat with a Space Invader on it. That'd be so cool. I could make a waistcoat with a Space Invader on it. It wouldn't be the first time I've made a waistcoat. I could do that. Focus. Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? What are you doing behind that desk? Where's Francine? I am Francine! Knife made of linoleum would be more of a shiv. Very true, Torpor. I don't think he's going to find that funny somehow. I once went to full council in short sandals and a short sleeve shirt. That, Cypher, is 'cause you're a fucking legend. Okay, do we want to be grumpy about it, or do we just want to be, like, painfully chipper? Go with I am Francine. Well, then he sucks. Well, he looks a little frustrated and a little frazzled at the minute, don't you think? I like his tie. I am Francine. Okay, I've got 2 votes for I am Francine. I'm going to end up making the joke, aren't I? Let the existential dread slip in on the second. Okay. As you folks have voted in favour of being silly, Why, I am Francine, dear. The wonders of plastic surgery.
I think not.
Out. Now. Kidding, kidding. I'm Tan. She hired me to work the desk. I'm her grandson's replacement. He doesn't look pleased with me jerking him around like that, but nods in satisfaction anyway. Sorry. Just come back from husband's trip to birthday trip to Thorpe Park. Well, that is a perfectly good reason to turn up in full holiday gear then, isn't it?
Good to hear.
It's about time. I was wondering how long she'd have to work the desk. She's got gusto for an octogenarian and loves working the floor, but sitting here all day handing out toys and dealing with problems wears her down. So she explained the job to you? Gave you the papers to sign? She said Gavin would handle that stuff. With a sigh, he rubs his forehead, feeling a headache coming on. This is Gavin.
I'm Gavin Cooper.
Hi, Gavin. Let's quick save.
I'm the business manager here at the Funplex. I make sure we manage to keep having a business rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes.
Ah, I see the existential dread has set in with him. It's okay, Gavin. We'll get you out of that funk. Probably not. It's not that easy. Right, so, as you've no doubt guessed, you'll be exchanging tickets to prizes, but that's the least part of your job. There's more to it than that. You're the floor attendant. You attend to the floor. I will watch the floor. What? The carpets?
Seriously?
The floor. The arcade. The games. The patrons. You're the one running around putting out fires and sorting out problems. Fire improves everything. Gavin, friend, I sympathise. Yeah, me too. Technically, you're our second floor attendant. Ashley will be in later, but we need two. One to roam, one to operate the desk. I do it myself, but I'm typically busy in the back office making sure the whole thing doesn't fall to bankruptcy. And you're doing a good job, Gavin. That's why Francine loved filling in. She's a people person. She loves helping out in a pinch. I am not a people person, as you've likely gathered. He's a little ray of sunshine. He is, isn't he? At least he's honest, though. That's not to say you're alone out here. I'm in your corner, at least. If things go south, you tap me for advice on what to do. You got a phone? Of course. Gavin quickly passes me his business card. He apparently had a stack of them at the ready in his pocket. Go figure. His phone number is listed at the bottom. You ever worked a high-pressure customer service job before? Shoe sales. Smelly socks. You have no idea. Right, well, you know how to keep your head when a customer doesn't. I hope. But anything goes sideways, you text me. I'm not around, you text Ashley or Naomi. In that order. Who and who? You'll meet them soon enough.
I think not.
Above all, do not bug Francine. She's practically retired. Let her enjoy that retirement in peace. Fair. Understood? Oh shit. Okay, I'm not gonna ask for an answer on this one because that is me. Stress feeds me, it makes me strong. This isn't even my final form. I eat stress and crap solutions. Don't worry, I can manage the floor while you manage the business just fine. It feeds me, makes me strong, ensures I'll die around 35. Upsettingly accurate. I'm nearly there.
No?
That remains to be seen. The last guy sitting on that stool was a slacker and an idiot. And even though he was family, Francine dropped him like a bad habit.
If you stay clear and honest with me, do your work, do it well, we'll get along swimming.
35 is disappearing into the dust. I'm sorry, Cypher.
I have enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat. Please, don't add to my problems.
I will do my best, Gavin. The last thing I want to do is add to anybody's problems. Magical arc of what now? Gavin sighs again. A stress release gesture. But his expression softens somewhat afterwards. Oh, younglings, I was there 3,000 years ago. I am sorry to everybody above 35 in my chat that has been made feel very old. You are all wonderful and lovely, and I'm glad you're here. And that sounded way more sarcastic than it was supposed to sound. I actually meant it. I am starting to feel a bit rough, though.
I take it Francine told you her theory. That this is more than just a job. More than
Soon I shall be as dust. Oh, Two Flower. Hugs if you want them. That's my understanding.
I'm not into dressing up words. I like to speak plain. If I'm hurt, then that's because optimization is
Fuck you,
part of
titters.
the job. Everybody working here wants to work here. This is where they belong, for one reason or another.
Say things like I've been role-playing since before you were a glint in your father's eye.
Me?
Fair.
I love chaos. I love wrangling chaos specifically.
Ah. Should we ask him what flavour of chaos? So, Gavin, what are your thoughts on Slaanesh?
The arcade industry is high risk, high reward. I manage that risk
Mood
so that they can
titters.
also find happiness in their lives. Everybody in this business has a dream they're chasing. It's a fragile thing, prone to getting crushed by hard reality.
Oh, you're cheerful, aren't you? Seems more of a Zinch guy to me. I mean, to be fair, Zinch is the best.
My job is to see to it that never happens.
Embrace change.
That includes Francine, who deserves better in her twilight years than desperately propping up a semi-failing business.
Oh, he's a good egg.
So, you find some value in this place beyond your salary, or you'll burn out. Trust me. Last guy to sit there burned out hard. Now, can I trust you to mesh with our merry misfits?
I can try. Okay, the first bit, sure. The second bit, not so much. Cool, thank you, Rocket. We'll get to a nice, suitable place, maybe the end of this conversation, and then we'll give him a good old squig raid. You won't have any issues with me? I'm a solid worker. I'm not even non-Newtonian. Gavin nods, satisfied.
Thank you.
That's because he didn't hear my joke. Thank you. I suppose that's a good starting point. We can build from there. Anyway, I need to go prepare your paperwork. Technically, you shouldn't be working until we've crossed the I's and dotted the T's, but, Gavin, I think you're a bit frazzled, sweetheart. You got that the wrong way round. But since I'm already sitting here, you'd rather I stick around? That would be accurate. If you're willing to fudge things a bit and work today anyway, it'd help us out a lot. Now, if you don't mind, Naomi likely could use a hand in the workshop. A good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Got it. Wait, someone else is here? I haven't seen anyone else. Yep, that sounds like Naomi. Her workshop's through that door there. The one next to the UFO catcher. The crane game, to use the layman's terms. Satisfied for now, Gavin heads in the back, presumably to the office to go crunch some numbers. If Francine's really taking a nap back there, hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. My first co-worker ended up slightly less cool of a guy than I thought he'd be. But he's not a jerk, definitely. I get where he's coming from. Plus, I've known really blunt people before. It's easy to mistake them for jerks, especially at first glance. I figure I can give this guy an honest chance. Nom 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 nom, numbers tasty. Exactly, Hans. Why not do both? Make an interrobang. It's just it. Yeah, that works. Anyway, I should go meet my next co-worker, this Naomi, that he mentioned. Although, I could swear Francine and I were the only ones here until now. A double door, also marked employees only, also with an apostrophe, leads from the arcade floor to what feels like an industrial area of some sort. I turn the handle and step inside. Okay, we're going to meet Naomi first, and then I'm going to finish up, because I want you folks to meet her. Oh, titters! Again! I think you folks are gonna like her. Being one. In a little room tucked away between the back offices and the Funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi. Spoken only of in myth and legend. A girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering away on what looks like an old tube-style monitor. Huh, didn't realise I had so many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in, too busy soldering a capacitor into place. The lingering smell of melting metals fills the air of the poorly ventilated workshop. Excuse me? For lack of a better way to interrupt her, I was worried no matter what I did she might, I don't know, burn her fingers or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense. Hope that's lead-free solder, else she'll end up like me and no one wants that. Oh, titters.
Ah! Oh.
Everyone, Naomi. Fair enough, Mr. Mouse. How you doing today? Why, hello. Indeed.
Spank me.
Yes, I thought that might be the reaction. 1, love her outfit. 2, having talked to her in the demo, really sweet character. Yeah. And also, you might be able to tell what her role within the arcade is, based on, you know, the things she has in her pockets and where she is. I love her. She's great. Also, her stuff's green when cosplay. I mean, I thought about it. I did fucking think about it, but she exposes her midriff, and I have issues with my midriff, so probably never, unfortunately. Finally out of the hospital. Oh gosh, Mr. Mouse, I didn't know you were in the hospital. I hope everything's okay. She's a party planner, yes? I'm glad you're out. I hope everything's alright and that you're doing well and that you are better than you were when you went into the hospital. I mean, I could do. What hell? I could do. But yeah, maybe one day. I mean, I like the shirt. Better every day. I'm so glad to hear that, Mr. Mouse. Okay. So, I'm going to leave it on a cliffhanger. Because I'm a shit. I could have quick saved. I'd love a workshop that tidy. Fucking mood, titters. Okay. I'm sorry, Cypher. But I'm kind of tired and my head hurts. And I ran out of water a while ago and I'm really thirsty. So, thanks guys. I'm glad you've had a good time. I'd love a workshop that large. I mean, that too, Mono. Yeah, also that, Tidders. I mean, I don't even have a flat pack shed. I have my little corner in my office, and that's it at the minute. But one day. One day. A squid can dream. Okay, there's the button I want. I'd like a workshop. Exactly, Cypher. Okay, so before anything else, does anybody want to enter the raffle for a copy of Fallout New Vegas? Because I don't think anybody entered. If you do, you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little bit for the lag. Raffle is closed. Rockethead, congratulations, you've won a copy of Fallout New Vegas. I will send you the code after the stream. Right. Enjoy your jank! So, massive thank you everyone that's come along tonight. Extra special thank you to Two Flower for not only popping in and saying hello and chatting with us, but writing, co-writing, in part writing, the amazing game that we're playing at the moment. It's absolutely wonderful. I'm really enjoying it, and it's been great to have you here in the chat with us. So thank you very much. Thank you, as always, to the folks that signal boost these streams. Thank you to my followers, my subscribers. Thank you to the folks that donate and the folks that cheer. Thank you to the folks that chat and the folks that lurk in chat. Just thank you, everybody, for supporting me in this crazy endeavour. I really hope that you're enjoying everything that I'm putting out there as much as I am. I'm really enjoying sharing all these games with you, and it is really great to be able to do this. I wouldn't be able to do it without you, so thank you. Right, anyway, I'm going to stop being a soppy sod. I'll be back tomorrow evening with Hollow Knight, so hopefully I'll see you then. And until I see you next, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, wash your fucking hands, and have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Bye bye.